Guys, you're back again with the Vape Invader, and as promised we've got 3 more flavours from the Ferocious range. We do have a Berrylicious, a Red Astaire and a Fruity Menthol Explosion. I have to admit guys, looking forward to these 3 because I haven't had anything mentholy for a while. I've had the odd bits, but I have been looking forward to this. As before, you've probably got used to it by now. Probably sick of me whinging on about it. Got it all wicked up on the devices ready. Tesla 2.3 with the nudge on top. The Funky 160 from a leader with the SXK clone of the Narca. And the LMC box with the drop RDA on top. So, without further ado guys, let's get into it. First of all, we have the Berrylicious, which is a 70-30 VGPG. As you can see, it's in the 100ml short fill bottle. All these this week have been 0mg, guys. I did ask for them to come 0mg. I was supplied with some Nick shots, which I haven't used for the review, as I use Nick salts when I do choose to put any nicotine in my liquids. So, without further ado, we'll give you a little taste test on the Berrylicious. Wow. I ain't gonna lie guys, this one isn't for me, and not because it's bad. It's just pure, but it's like someone just rammed a load of berries in my mouth. The description for this one guys is a berry mixture with a coolness. I'm not getting much of a coolness. There's a little bit, but not a lot. I'll maybe say a little bit more. Again, with the same situation I had with the lychee. I think a little bit more coolada. Well, lychee had none in, but this has got a little bit more coolada in here. Would make this a little bit better flavour. It's pleasant. It's vapeable. I say for me, I will vape it, guys. It is nice enough to vape. It's just, I don't normally steer towards something so berry orientated. There's a really strong berry taste in there. Blackberry, raspberries, blueberries. All them sort of berries. Really like a red berry, blackberry. The more I vape it, the more pleasant it is. It was just that initial vape was really shocking because, as I said guys, the concentrate on these are really strong. If you had some nicotine with that, that'd probably diet it down a little bit because you'd be diluting the flavouring a little bit. It's a good flavour. It's just really strong. If you like a berry flavour, guys, this is the one for you. It won't leave you wanting. My mouth is salivating from the taste of the berries. A really well done liquid. A really well done liquid. But I would say, for me, in my personal taste, a little bit of coolada in that. A little bit more coolada. That is just my personal taste. As I've said before, taste is subjective. Everybody's tastes are different. So, move on to the next one. Red Astaire, guys. 70-30 PGVG. By now, we pretty much all know what Red Astaire is. It is a fruity menthol aniseed. But I'm looking forward to this, and I'm not at the same time. I haven't had a good Red Astaire in a long time. I haven't had any Red Astaire in a long time. We all know the original Red Astaire. We all know where it came from. Fantastic flavour. I've had some different renditions, cheaper versions before. Let's see how this one holds up. It's an interesting one, that one, guys. It's not exactly the same as the original Red Astaire, which to some people will be a negative because a lot of people do like that original Red Astaire. It's different. It is different. This company has made their own rendition. And it's pleasant. I'll tell you the difference for me, guys. And it is only subjective because everybody tastes what they taste in an e-liquid. In the original Red Astaire, there was more aniseed. More aniseed, less fruit. So you had more of the aniseedy flavour with the menthol with a little bit of fruit. This is more fruity, a little bit less aniseed. So there is both in there, but I'd say there's a little bit more of the fruit than the aniseed. It's pleasant, it's nice, guys. It's very nice, but it's different. Sometimes different is good, guys. I do enjoy that. I will be vaping it. I will continue to vape it. But it is different. I'm going to point out it is different. Each company have done their own variations. A lot of them are just like the original. This one is different in my opinion. You're getting more fruit than you are aniseed. And I've not repeated that a few times, guys, but I just wanted to get that point across. Really glad that I got to try that. Anyway, let's move along. Last liquid we have for review today is Fruity Menthol Explosion. I do apologise if you hear anybody talking, guys. I do believe the neighbours are out. I'm just going to go close the windows. We'll keep filming. I just didn't want to get clouded out, guys, and alarm me going off. I am back. I do apologise for that. I could have stopped camera, but let's crack on. Fruity Menthol Explosion. In my mind, before I vape this one, guys, what I don't understand. I've looked at the flavour profiles of these. Berrylicious Fruity Menthol. Berrylicious is a mixed berries with a fruit coldness. Fruity Menthol is a fruity menthol. I'm hoping there's going to be a difference. Yeah, there is. I'm just glad that we're a little bit different, guys, because I was a bit worried about the two flavours being very similar, but obviously that is very berry orientated. Now I know why. This one has got more of the other fruits in there. That is more like a mixed fruit punchy sort of flavour, if you ask me. Less of the berries, more of the other fruits, you know, lemons, oranges, strawberries. A really good mixture of flavours, guys. It's like a mixed fruit juice. When you get a mixed fruit dilute, that is just what it's like. And I will say, it's not a menthol explosion. By the way that is worded, you would expect it to be pow. Really strong, overpowering menthol. It's not. It's a nice menthol running through that flavour. What I will say is I have recently been vaping a really, really strong menthol. So maybe that is the reason why this doesn't seem like a menthol explosion to me. The menthol I have been vaping has been a really, really strong menthol. So that could possibly be the reason why. It's a nice menthol. It's a nice cooling effect to the liquid. I have to admit, guys, I was looking forward to today's review and I wasn't disappointed. So, let's get them in some sort of order. This one's a bit of a hard one, guys. I like all three of these about the same. There's something I like about each one, and there's something I don't like about each one. The berry one is really nice, because it's a really strong berry. At first, that's the bit I didn't like. That is the issue for me. At first, I didn't think I liked it because it was so strong. When I realised that's the flavour, it's pow, berries. So, what was I thought to be a negative to start off with is actually a positive, guys. It's a really strong, well-flavoured berry vape. What I would say is it's lacking a little bit of Coilmaster for me. I would put a little bit of Coilmaster in here just to give it that nice cooling effect. Personal, subjective, and all that business. The Fruity Menthol Explosion. A really strong, good flavour, guys. The fruit is really nice. Inhale, exhale, it's all there. The fruits just mingle together. All I would say is, Menthol Explosion, it is not for me. It's a menthol. I'd drop the explosion and I would just call it a fruity menthol. Because it is a nice fruity menthol. But explosion, unless the explosion is the fruit, the explosion could be the fruit, guys. In that case, then it's a fruity explosion menthol. Maybe it's just me being picky. One sec, guys, the camera's about to go off. So we'll carry on from there, guys. Yep, the red stare. I like the fact that it's different. I do. I like that it's different. I like that the fruit's more prominent than the aniseed. I like the menthol in it. It's not too overpowering. It is an all-round good flavour. But something, and I don't know what, I don't know. It's a good flavour, but there's something. Maybe it's because the aniseed has died back and I'm not used to having more of an aniseed. I don't know. I'd say this was probably the one that I'd have to put. I can't even put it first, guys, because as I say, I think they're all top two, not top one. Because they're all okay, but there's all just a little bit of something, like I said. I give the Berrylicious a good 7 out of 10. If you put some cool powder in that, I think it'd become an 8 all day long. The Fruity Menthol Explosion, again, a 7. In fact, a 7.5. Yeah, that one is the best flavour. 7.5. Berrylicious, a 7. Redistere, 6.5. It's not the best Redistere I've had. It's not a bad one. It's vapeable. Hence why a 6.5. I would go out and buy it. But if I were actually wanting a Redistere, I'd go out and buy a different Redistere. That's just me. Sorry about that, but it's just how it is. As I said, these liquids are sent over for the purpose of review. They are sent over free of charge, and I do give it straight. The Redistere for me, if I was getting say a pack of 3 flavours and I wanted it, I'd chuck it in. So say I was doing 3 for £23.99, as this company is doing at the minute on the Gorilla style bottles. So you would get 3 bottles for £23.99 or £10 a bottle. That's a nice saving there, guys. That means you save £6. If you buy them as a set of 3, it is free postage and they do come with nicotine shots. So I think for £23.99 that is a bargain. If I was doing that, yeah, I'd buy all 3 of these. But this is obviously a bigger bottle, same as these. If I just purposely wanted to, say, go out and buy a Redistere, would this be the one I'd turn to straight away? No. As a part of a package, if I'm buying a set of 3 liquids, all day long I would add it. It is a nice flavour. Then again, guys, taste is subjective. But I think if you go check it out, guys, you might be surprised. Someone might like the fact that that aniseed has died down a little bit and the fruit is more prominent. That might be something that they really enjoy. But it's, again, been a really good free flavours, guys. All I will say is I have been the Vape Invader. Join me on the vape side. Oh,